It's classic. Game Room coming to you from the Intergalactic Space Arcade. Before he got a face tattoo, he was just the smiling guy on the front of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for the Nintendo. Do you have what it takes to defeat Mike Tyson in 1987? Well, let's find out in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for the NES. One of the really great Nintendo games that everybody had back in the day, including me. Oh yeah, and I was a lot better at it 25 years ago. Count faster, Mario. You can tell a game is good if it's still fun more than 2 decades later, and this is still totally fun and playable. And a lot harder than I remember. It starts off easy, you go through the first couple boxers quickly, and then, well, then it gets hard. Then it becomes a game of memorization and fast reflexes. Like Super Mario Bros., it's pretty well known by now that this is a good game, but it's a good game because it's made well and has a ton of personality. You're playing as Little Mac, who's like a little Rocky, fighting boxers 2 or 3 times his size and taking them down with spirit and perseverance. Or if you don't have any of that stuff, at least memorization. Because they always telegraph what they're going to do before they do it. His eyebrows twitch, the one dude's gem blinks, and Mike Tyson just punches a hole through your chest. So the key to winning Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is knowing what each boxer is going to do, planning ahead, reacting quickly, and kicking their ass. Easier said than done, though. Little Mac has got to show some guts if he's gonna win in the ring. How about some training? This was such a gratifying scene back in the day. It still is, obviously inspired by Rocky. Except, that's not the Delaware River in the background, it's the Hudson. Or is it the East River? You know, I always get those two confused. They just turn into one anyway. Actually, upon closer inspection here, knowing that the Statue of Liberty shows her ass to New Jersey, what we're actually looking at here is Jersey City. Just in case anyone was wondering, like a lot of the big popular Nintendo games, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out still holds its value, especially in good condition with the box. So a big thanks to my friend Matt from Philadelphia, from Ambler, for sending this to me a while ago. Pancakes are on me next time at Otto's. And the giant boot of beer. Sadly, there's no 2-player option in here. This is not a fighting game. In fact, it's not even a boxing game, let's be honest. You don't have to like boxing to enjoy Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. It's an arcade game. In fact, Punch-Out actually is an arcade game. I guess this had Mike Tyson's Punch-Out put on for the NES release in the West. And it works, because it's awesome. I'm not so good at it anymore. I'm pretty sure I beat this back in the day, but I probably spent a week straight playing it. And so should you. If you claim to like video games, if you're watching this show, you should play Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. It's just a masterpiece of game design, and a fun, likable game. You can find the NES cartridges out there, or easily download it from the Virtual Console to the Wii, Wii U, or 3DS. I'm reviewing 3 boxing games back to back. This one is clearly the best because it doesn't really try to be a boxing game. It tries to be a fun game. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out has a password save and continue system, which is nice, because odds are you're not going to make it through the whole game in one sitting. You can find those codes online, obviously, but I think this is the most fun if you just play it from the beginning for yourself, because you really need to be in the zone to win the harder fights, and it's a very rewarding game when you actually win a few of them. Tons of fun, highly recommended on the NES or Virtual Console. It's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. If you played it back in the day, it's probably just as good as you remember it. And if you've never played it, prepare to have your ass handed to you by Mike Tyson.